Cybersecurity Divas, Cybersecurity Divas, Cybersecurity Divas. Who are those ladies walking on the stage? Cybersecurity Divas. Who you see them passing, make sure you wave. Cybersecurity Divas. Who are those ladies about their game? Cybersecurity Divas. When they talk about the issues, make sure you behave. Cybersecurity Divas. Listen up closely to what I'm saying. They're breaking down to your inner not plan. With no obscurity or even hazing, I'm gonna tell you these ladies ain't faking. Cybersecurity Divas. Cybersecurity Divas. Cybersecurity Divas. Cybersecurity Divas. On the next chapter to pave the way. Cybersecurity Divas. Who knows they give you knowledge to say? Cybersecurity Divas. When they talk about people, policy, technology, make sure you engage and have a thought to be a Cybersecurity Divas. Cybersecurity Divas. Cybersecurity Divas.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the Cybersecurity Divas Global Tour 2020. I'm your host, Dr. Mansoor Haseeb. That cyber rap was composed by award-winning cyber rapper D'Amico Evans, who made history last year by becoming the first person to ever open a cybersecurity presentation with a cyber rap. She dared to bring her inner greatness out and show it to the world. Greatness is a choice, and it begins with embracing yourself first. Your unique gift that is already inside you. Recognize it, refine it, and present it to the world. We are all unique. There is no one else in the world like us. So why not start from there? Society expects us to conform, to be average. But being average is no fun, especially if you can be great. The Cybersecurity Divas will show you how to have fun while becoming great in this amazing field. The Cybersecurity Divas all understand the key principles of this particular cybersecurity model, that our goals are confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and we use people, policy, and technology to achieve our goals. However, we must focus on the mission of the organization, because no two organizations will ever have the same cybersecurity strategy. We must also optimize risk, and we must have a governance framework. Finally, we must improve perpetually, and that is why you see that timeline in this model, because cybersecurity is a process of perpetual innovation. And that is why people and leadership are the most important aspects of cybersecurity, because innovation is done by people. Your brain is an unbelievable fountain of innovation. I shared this model in my book, Cybersecurity Leadership, and I also shared this holistic definition of cybersecurity, which is derived from this model, which is that cybersecurity is the mission-focused and risk-optimized governance of information which maximizes confidentiality, integrity, and availability using a balanced mix of people, policy, and technology while perennially improving over time. Our goal here today is to teach you how to make conference presentations fun in any discipline. Katoria Henry will combine her passion for sports with cybersecurity. And then this year's Global Award winner, Katia will use humor and comics. Elena Healing will combine math with leadership. Ani Biambi will use animation to discuss policy. Now Fatou Touré will use gamification. And Tomiko Evans will use spoken words and cyber rap.
Did such a wonderful job. Y'all, normally she'll be on the court dribbling the ball and whatnot. But right now, we got to do this virtually. So I'm going to show you all how to do cybersecurity in a comic way with my comic relief for you all. So stay tuned. All right, everybody. So today we're going to discuss the cybersecurity workforce development from a job candidate's point of view. So I was sitting at my desk and I'm like, oh, I just graduated and I gotta look for me a new position, but there's so many options, I don't even know where to start. So to clear my mind, I had to go outside, get some fresh air, clear my thoughts. And I'm like, you know what? I have 5 years of experience, 2 degrees. So this should be a piece of cake, right? And for my wonderful presentation I used today, you all, I actually used the tool that's called PixTime to do these wonderful comments for you all. And I made sure that I honed in on the facial expressions so y'all could get the vibe that I'm giving to y'all during my presentation. So I have my 5 years experience and I'm like, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Like I really should have no problems. I go back to my apartment, I'm all like, all right, I gotta get out there, I gotta go on a computer, I gotta do some job searching. But then I started job searching and I looked at these requirements and they was all questionable. So some of the requirements I would run into and I would talk to the recruiters, they would say, well, Katia, your resume looks great, but if you had that certification, you really could get in a cybersecurity role. And during this time, I said, well, I'm in cybersecurity. I'm actually on the non-technical side of cybersecurity. And most of the roles that I actually have, I honestly would not use the certification that you are saying that I need to use. So during my job search, I said, hey, I need to, coach some of these people along the way. So I had to, go back outside and get some more fresh air to clear my thoughts to figure out, what kind of improvements can we make for the job seekers, the recruiters, and the companies? Because I'm just like, stuff just needs to change. Like, this just makes no sense. So then I sat down, by my fireplace with my hot cocoa in my hand, and I had this great idea. And I said, here's some suggestions to help you all with this problem. My suggestions for some improvement is that it's a group effort. So recruiters, hiring managers, and a person that actually filled that role, everyone needs to sit down and actually get the correct requirements for that particular role that they're trying to fill. Another thing is that recruiters also need to be trained on the different areas within cybersecurity using the NIST 800-181 cybersecurity workforce document that is out there for public view and reference. And then also, as always, as we see, to actually really revamp the job descriptions to realistic requirements, and we could fill this so-called skills gap. But that's a different story. We're not going to get into that. So I hope you all was entertained by my comical relief and my presentation. And to contact me for any cybersecurity workforce development projects or cybersecurity technical resume writing services and career development, you can catch me on my LinkedIn, my website. Also check out my ebook. You can also email me as well. And for you smart people out there, I'm going to pass it on over to Elena so she can show us these wonderful math smarts that she have to talk about cybersecurity.